What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I would like to welcome you to my podcast, The House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about rootwork, conjure, tarot, culture, astrology, and a little bit of everything in between. I hope you guys had a wonderful week this past week, and I know while things may be shifting and ebbing and flowing, you'd still have motion in slow motion, better than no motion, baby. So here we are. Now, today we will be doing the week ahead almanac, guys. I'm going to do the reading for that so you guys can hang tight. Make sure you are subscribed to the newsletter as well so you can know what's going on throughout the week and what we have available, what offerings we have available for you guys. But yeah. And shout out to the new subscribers, y'all. What's up? Thank you for stopping through. And to my OGs, you know I love you so. Thank you guys for continuing to participate and engage and like and share. You know, tell a friend to tell a friend. You never know who would get help, right? So, yes, let's do get into it. Now, this next week it's going to be very interesting because it's like you're setting in stone what needs to happen in terms of the upcoming, what is this? So we got a little blitz. I'm gonna call it a blitz, but we got an upcoming blitz Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. We've got us a blitz coming on those days, and the reason why I say it's a blitz is because those days are heavily like Mercury and Mars, like charged, sun charged. So these are days that are going to be peak timing for doing what needs to be done, and we can kind of tap into that. So let me see. First things first, before I even get into the astrology, the cards are calling, bro. They're calling. So we're going to switch it up a little bit this time, okay? Now, let us tap in to the upcoming week. Now, first things first, when I split the deck, I immediately saw the Mother of Knives and the Mother of Sticks. So this is air sign energy as well as fire sign energy. So you gotta think and you have to do. You have to apply the ritual to the task at hand. That's what I get from that. And a lot of this is listening to your gut and following your intuition, but also not being afraid of like the actual doing whatever it is you planned upon doing, especially if you didn't set it right. If you're into planetary magic, you are, already prepared. If you're studying, you're reading during this time, which I would definitely encourage, you will need to prepare. So yeah, and to the tune of why was I just talking to y'all about the aspect of the hot days being the Gemini. Well, I ain't tell y'all which signs. Okay, so let me tell y'all what this week finna be so legendary, okay? Because I split the deck and pulled Mother of Knives and Mother of Sticks, which again I said are 333 on the timestamp, which are air and fire energy, right? So Tuesday, which is the day that I was just talking to y'all about the blitz. So Tuesday we got the blitz, and the moon is going to be full quarter in Gemini, right? And then we got the blitz again Gemini on Wednesday, and then on Saturday we've got Leo tapping in like wham, okay? So here's the thing. So I know it's finna be a system of what we would do on those blitz days. I guess that's what they want to talk about. How we should be working around that energy because of that. So we'll talk about what to do on those particular days. So you could possibly be an air sign or a fire sign if you've got somebody in your life that is also exhibiting these qualities, but they're quite positive qualities. Now in the past, I've got an 8 of Pentacles in reverse. There could have been some sort of loss or maybe something slowing down. What's that 8 of Coins in reverse, Spirit? What is the... Somebody is not peachy keen. Somebody's getting what they deserve. There is that earth sign masculine here. So Father of Pentacles, King of Pentacles rather, in the traditional deck. But it looks like some sort of business owner, distorted leader, because Father, King energy, some sort of leader. Somebody's getting what they deserve. They're an earth sign. And they may be getting what they deserve for trying to delay you from taking some sort of action here. And this is caused like an imbalance within your finances, and stability. So there's a little bit of juggling that went on for the past 2 years, and it looks like with a eye-opening situation that's going to happen. If it hasn't happened 2 weeks ago, it's about to happen within 2 weeks. Yeah, there could be some sort of walking away. 8 of Baskets in the upright. So this is like relocating energy. You could be moving. You could have moved away from this person or this energy. This is 8th month, though. This is like relocation. So there's been some sort of like push to relocate, to leave behind an energy, loss. Things are being slowed down, possibly because you don't like have a solid plan. Also, is what I'm hearing. If you want to get like technical, in the perspective way of things, like this could be about collective. So take it where it resonates always. But yeah, it's like there's some money slowing down, maybe due to lack of commitment, lack of dedication also. So yeah, the lack of progress is like not being able to balance things out, balance one over the other. So I'm also hearing it's good for you to balance out that Mother of Knives and Mother of Sticks energy. So that very being studious and also like having action on those during that particular time. So if you think about having some sort of sale, you're thinking about like doing some sort of like glamour magic, this is going to be a good time. Now keep in mind though, there is a little bit of pushback as we enter the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. So definitely make sure you are still kind of dotting your I's and crossing your T's, being prepared to work through that energy. Like, better to be prepared than not, right? But yeah, I see there's a emotional walking away. This is something that you were close to, walking away. Tell me more, because the way that energy popped out was interesting. So now we got the end of your probs, the end of any sort of emotional issues, the things that are close to you. Water sign energy here. Cancer could be significant because I got the railroad bill in reverse. There was some sort of opportunity here and an offer, and it looks like things are slowing down. Possibly Cancer season for a Cancer. Yeah, things may have appeared to be slow, but somebody's just like relaxing. You're just being called to charge up. I got the Mother of Coins as well. So again, it's like need to kind of slow down and embrace what you've done, because while you rest, you could be learning as well, is what I'm getting. Like a lot of stuff is just in you, not necessarily on you. So that push that you have, it's okay to like rest. The knowledge that you have is allowing for you to no longer be in emotionally stagnated like energy. So slow down when it comes to overbearing like emotions and not rushing, and being very strategic about what brings you comfort and systems and strategies that will allow for like a form of peace. You know what I'm saying? With that Queen of Pentacles energy there. Yeah, what else do we need to know? Now, there could have been some delays over the past 8 days with that 8 of Sticks here. And the delays really were about you resting again. This is about you resting. This is about you planning beforehand. And when these actions, are going. So I think automated systems, think like scheduling ahead, to kind of rid yourself also of the the ick of the like delay, because you know Mercury is chaos, confusion. In its shadow, it just exemplifies like that extra gossip energy. So think in terms of like transmutation, and I will most definitely get into rituals and spell work that you guys can utilize this week to push that energy into a positive space for you, and also the herbs as well into what you guys may be needing to use this week. But yeah, I'm seeing putting what you know into action and walking away from whoever or whatever that King of Pentacles in reverse energy was coming from. There, you'll be more comfortable. It's also what I'm hearing, you like slow down and like get strategic, and accept the fact that, you know, not even just accept, but really just come to terms with the fact that you are blessed and highly favored if you just heed to these tiny rules, right? So a lot of preparation, a lot of studying, again, is what I see here. And if you go ahead and plan and post and do what you need to do, schedule things to my evolved hustlers, like this won't be an issue for you at all. And any sort of weirdo like energy, it won't affect your work because your work is already planned out and scheduled. You know what I mean? So definitely magic energy here. I got the Black Herman. So that's Gemini energy, very much so. Yes, Gemini come through. And Sagittarius, okay? Period. So we got a Gemini and we got a Sagittarius here as well. So definitely, what's that all about? Magic. It's going to be very wise. You need to step into your power, balance out like rituals and routines, and we'll definitely be tapping into that as well. Like, what do those things mean and how can they assist you in your day-to-day life, especially when you incorporate them. But there is going to be a great amount of power in learning how to balance these energies out, right? And then you will seek wise counsel. You'll be wise counsel, to be honest. There won't be a need to hustle. Like, when I saw this fire baskets, I see like easy. It's gonna be easy. You'll coast into this because you've already planned it out. You've already done your projections, forecasts. Like, get into the forecast readings that I offer, guys. Get into, those particular birth chart and business entrepreneur type of readings. Like, all those readings are like forecast like bound. So these things that you put into these systems, right, in this high magic and this very practical root work type of magic, right? Because that's where I separated. Like, when I think of Conjure and root work, I think of like Conjure being more so calling down the spirit. So that's more like high magic, ceremonial magic to me. And when you get ready to do your root work, that's more of like your mundane, your physical, the things you got to, like, faith without works is dead. So you handle those rituals, those high magic rituals and ceremonies, and boom, you got something. But again, it's just going to be wise, though. Balance out that reality with your magic. And there's also a need to step out of being materialistic or overly concerned about materialism. You need to stop and take time to nurture yourself, nurture your mind and your creative spirit. We got an Empress in reverse here. And let's see, Gullah Jack in reverse. So that's Hangman in reverse, Pisces. Tell me more about that. Yeah, getting some sort of clarity, realizing some things. Also, keep it clear is what I just heard. 7 months. You know, there could be some sort of cloud-like type of energy. You let your emotions cloud you when it comes to these people in the past. You kind of gotten away. You see things clearly, and it looks as though, this caused a certain situation. So now that you and it was a negative situation, I'm just going to be real because I see these in the reverse, like the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Big Queen in reverse, and then what is this, Gullah Jack in reverse. So yeah, that clarity that you need is coming through to you of like possible negative aspects of yourself or others that you've kind of had to be privy to this season. So let me see. Yeah, there are some people, again, that you didn't expect to have to protect yourself from, and recently you've been healing from that. You'll be healing from that over the next month. Your luck is going to change. The delays you were experiencing possibly within the past 3 days, those are because there are some things that haven't like quite canceled themselves out. And this could be due to some sort of emotions. There's a Scorpio or maybe an elevated ancestor who was a Scorpio. Someone could have been upset. Maybe that elevated ancestor wasn't on your team. This could have been a Leo here, either a Leo or a Scorpio. Somebody may have been upset. You were getting a lot of shine. You were getting a lot of blessings, a lot of notoriety here. Also, the sun hour and Sunday could be relevant to you as well. But there is some sort of belief here. You could be being seen and someone's upset because they didn't want you to have this rebirth. And, they recently could have tried to delay you from doing this. Again, a younger, immature Leo could be involved. Take it where it resonates. This is someone that is within your toxic family unit, or some sort of childhood trauma was caused here. And maybe they intended for you to never, be free, traumatize you so much that you wouldn't want to go on this journey, like trauma. But justice is being had here, and things will be not even because I got justice upright, Libra energy to the 4 of coins in the upright. So again, when you think of fours, we've been discussing confirmation. Remember fours? We've been discussing fours for quite a bit. So yeah, you'll be receiving justice. Everything's being set up for you, in the physical and the spiritual. But again, you keep a little whimsy because he's got this dowsing rod as if he's going around and doing separate things to find the gold at hand. But there's also favor. He has some sort of favor here. When I see butterflies and I see the 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Coins energy, right? So it's yeah, I'm lucky, but I'm also proactive, so put something to that. Now, it's stuck in your mind about some sort of move you need to make, maybe being blocked off from having some sort of stability here recently. We were going to be having a victory, okay? 6 days. If you lost out on a chance to kind of build yourself up and you've been kind of stuck in your head about which way to go, what to do, this week, things are going to start moving for you. 6 of Sticks in the upright. Yeah, for sure. 6 of Sticks to the Ace of Sticks. So that's between 6 and 7 days. Just apply that not Ace of Knives, Mother of Knives to this Mother of Sticks. Get it in yourself. Get it into a routine. Your mind and your heart. Oh, that Ace of Knives came out in verse. As soon as I said Ace of Knives, y'all, I kid you not. If I was on camera right now, I could show y'all. But yes, Ace of Knives popped right out. So what about it? Yeah, there's a lot of lies here that are coming out and you didn't know about, some sort of generational build up here. 10 of Coins. I'm also hearing tainted legacy as well. This could have caused some sort of breakdown in a friendship here or a relationship. 2 of Baskets in reverse, and this is what you've been fighting with. This is this energy that you've been fighting with for the past 7 days, right? And that younger water sign, who knows this? Well, I did pick up a water sign card. Shoot, it dropped down and it came out to a Daughter of Sticks, and right then that's fire. So then we got the Mother of Baskets. So all 4 Queens. Yeah, move with passion here. Take time. Somebody's under judgment. Somebody's took some sort of swift action in this Mother of Baskets. Somebody's under judgment. Who? Yeah, this is, again, you misjudged this person. You didn't see this person as an enemy. You didn't think this person would betray you. And there's a lot of trauma here. 3 of Knives in the upright. There's a lot of trauma and betrayal. Someone could have even spread some sort of information here. And now that the lies are kind of being exposed about a Bishop Siege Mason, so that's a Hierophant, some sort of high-level figure here. Somebody is definitely very much in their head, going back and forth about like somebody staying mentally in a situation like restricted. Somebody's restricted, mentally restricted. This is a cycle that just keeps happening. I just heard, you know how like a tape skips, like it just kept skipping, like rah, 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 like they're like having some sort of malfunction. Yeah, and yeah, for fix, because the Aunt Caroline just came out of reverse, y'all. So there is the that's the freaking Wheel of Fortune in reverse, guys. So they've been like back and forth. And it's because this person just refuses to see things a different way. They refuse to change their mind. And what they do is they get passionate about like building some sort of long term engagement, but then they allow their like shadow to come in. This person could be kind of obsessed with the fact that there's a lack of like loyalty here, or some sort of like conniving shit, because Daughter of Baskets is in reverse. This could be about a grandchild, someone's grandchild, maybe an Aquarius, take it where it resonates, but somebody's grandchild. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there is a big build up over the next 9 months though, and you are going to feel kind of just very aligned with what you're doing. You could be receiving help, some sort of grant or loan. Make sure you guys tap in to the Facebook groups for the available grants and loans for us, okay? I'll be posting those for March. So yeah, tap in, fulfillment, actually gambling on yourself is also what I'm hearing. Gambling on yourself, fighting the good fight, staying passionate. Aries is here. Yeah, stay passionate, because the loss of these particular opportunities, any sort of work opportunity here, somebody's been quite reckless, and it looks like now you've kind of been paying attention. So if you were in this like energy of being kind of reckless, not sure what was going to happen in terms of the employment opportunity, Spirit is saying pay attention to some sort of friend group around you. They are covering up some sort of information. Cancer, a Leo could be significant too. Yeah, somebody is definitely focused in on some sort of new plan or goal, and maybe that's what they're covering up. Yeah, these people could be lying quite a bit. They're lying to a group of people. Yeah, this is a constant discussion. These people are like crabs in a barrel, and their leader, this high priestess in reverse, this person seems to be quite committed to making sure everyone in the group is destroyed and burdened with some sort of unnecessary responsibility. This person has been like a messenger to these people. I'm saying like she talks a lot about being like aligned and forgiving, but she doesn't really operate in that way. She's not a giver. And there's a air sign masculine here who also could be stepping in to help as well. So it's a Father of Knives that could be helping. I'm also hearing this person has been helping actually for the past 5 years. They've been kind of like snooping in, helping you out, throwing you a couple of blessings here and there. Yes, so that's the word. But more over than not, like I think what's really important is the fact that we've got that Mother of Knives and that Mother of Sticks. I think that's going to be like the biggest, most important thing for you guys. Okay, this week. Now that we have that reading and you see what's tea, if those confirmations are valid for you, then we can look a little bit further into this, okay? Because tomorrow the moon will be waxing crescent in Taurus, and it'll do that until Tuesday, which is when, like I said, it's blitz season. Now there will be a bit of like settling in and attraction, I feel, doing that inner work between Thursday and Friday. But that's why you gotta stay clear, because once they have you in your fucking head, they'll have you in your feelings, and then it'll like determine like identity and how you show up. And apparently that's very important this week. That's like a part of the test in terms of like lunar things. And so what we're going to do is we're going to walk that in with the with the magic of the day. So I've got some high magic and like conjure, and I've got some very like typical things that you wouldn't even consider, but you still do them anyway type of things. Root work, if you will. But yeah, let me see what else is here. So yeah, we have got a good little bit going on. Like that final stretch. And you'll forever be stretching, so you should always stretch. What they say, if you are not evolving, you are dead. That's what they say. So yeah, we're gonna get some herbs in, and I want to see. So let's do herbs. Let's do herbs really quickly. This is notebook time. So we've got that Queen of Swords, Mother of Knives herb. So that's going to be the herb rue, okay? This is rue. So analyze, be forthright, set those boundaries, really focus in. There's a resilience here that you are distributing, and this is why that cycle is like not necessarily affecting you. When you do take actions, just try not to rush into anything. Sit back, think, process it, weigh your options, weigh what's going on, in that way if you want to. So Rue, R-U-E, and then we got the Mother of Sticks. So that's fire. Tobacco. So maybe tobacco, also maybe leaving offerings of tobacco and rue on the altar, doing some sort of like petition burn, okay? Yes. I put a couple spells, like I said, that coincide with all these. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's it. Wait, hold on. No. There's somebody you needed. You needed someone. Hold on. So walking away from this individual, things that don't work out. We're gonna look up 8 of baskets. So let's get into that. Is cactus, okay? You need cactus. This is about healing. I'm gonna take the majors. We're gonna manifest through power and action. Okay, now we got the Mother of Coins. Lavender and jasmine. Okay, I want to also tap into the. Hold it. I'm gonna do the full list on the thing, but I'm just like giving you guys like download the almanac for the full list. Cedar and mustard is going to be really important this week too, as agents to work with. Okay. Yes, but we'll see. Let's see about. Okay, I'll give y'all also Father Sims, which is temperance. So let's see. Snake root for the Black Herman magician card. Okay, y'all. Snake root. I said I was gonna give y'all. Should I give y'all temperance? Because I just came up on them. Alrighty. So we got Peavine. Peavine. Okay, y'all. That's what I'm gonna share here, and the full guide is going to be in the almanac. You can get it separately for the week, just tapping in, or you can go ahead and join my Patreon, where those things come monthly for you, and you get things that are essential to your rituals and your routine, because babes, it's done in a fashion. No, for real, it is. It's a lot more like step-by-step guidance and things like that there, just kind of from beginning to end, like technical astrological, like it blends it all together, like the fifth element concept, right? You being the fifth element. I can't wait. You guys, I'm also on Substack. I've published some things on Medium, and I'm going to be just doing a lot more writing this season. And obviously, we've got a good little bit of forecasts and things like that coming up, so I'm excited to get it in. And also, guys, orientation for Cush Academy is on the 19th of March, so I'm gonna be posting the syllabus as well for this week. Y'all probably like, is the reading over? Well, not so much, not totally over, but we are having a little bit of a sit with this energy and having some house announcements, okay, as we do so I am gonna pull for the ancestors. I'm also gonna pull for the guides as well to see what type of advice they have for this week, and I'm also going to see what the oracle is hollering about. So let's see.